Speed Duel is a fast-paced alternative format for Yu-Gi-Oh! Using regular cards and throwing in skills to shake things up, making some unused cards more viable, allowing more anime strategies to come to life. Join us as we progress through each Speed Duel product release and draft each skill available at that time before battling it out in Speed Duel Skill Draft. Speed Duel GX Duelists of Shadow released March 30th, 2023, and just like the Battle City and Duel Academy boxes before it, contains 8 pre-built 20-card decks, 20 new skills, and 21 additional cards for further customization. Dark Creation lets you, once per duel, if you have 5 or more dark monsters in your graveyard with different names, banish one of them and special summon another. Fog Warning lets you, each time you place a fog counter on a monster, give it another one. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Dark Creation Machine OTK. So this deck is heavily inspired, net decked with some changes, I guess would be the best way to say it, from the Buys Regret YouTube channel. So I'll have a link to that down in the description so you can see what the original deck looked like. But this deck is a really cool kind of OTK combo deck. So the skill Dark Creation, we just have to get 5 different dark monsters into the graveyard with different names. The best way to do that, in my opinion, is Future Fusion. So we can just target our Chimera Tech, bin a Cyber Dragon, and then bin all of these lovely dark machines, banish one of them, and then summon out a Jinzo or a Blowback Dragon. Jinzo just turns off all the back row, and Blowback Dragon has a chance to hit one of the back row so it can't be used against us, and that's kind of the main theme. The other thing we'll be doing is dumping all of our machines, including Mixeroid. And Mixeroid is a really, really cool card because we can banish it, and then a bunch of other machines to summon out one of the Roids from our extra deck. So we can summon out Jumbo Drill, which has Piercing, we can summon out Stealth Union, which has big attack, we can summon out Steam Gyroid, who is the other one, and we also have Necro Charmin, which can be useful in some situations. It can get rid of a monster and then summon out another one from Alex's graveyard. So the main body of the deck is basically just a bunch of dark machines with different names, because that's basically what we need. Scout Plane is pretty cool because we do have to banish a card for Dark Creation, so we can banish this and then it'll come back, which gets us a little bit of value. We're playing Allure of Darkness because again we're on a lot of dark cards. We're playing the Galaxy Cyclones to get rid of back row because again we need ideally the back row to be empty so we can perform our combo, but it's not necessarily important because we do have Jinzo. We've got the Soul Exchange because we have a lot of monsters we can use it with. We've got the 3 copies of Future Fusion because this is full combo, and then we have Waboku and Widespread Ruin as our traps. For the side deck, we have Nobleman Extermination in case we feel like we need it. We've got the more copies of Soul Exchange in case Alex summons something like massive and untargetable, like in the same way that we were going to have our Hamon be untargetable and destruction immune. Soul Exchange gets around stuff like that. And we have the 3 Lost Winds in case Alex is special summoning a ton. So this is the deck. If it goes how we want it to, I think this should pretty swiftly win. It seems very, very powerful. And if we do draw our combo, that should just be game. So let's fire on in and see what Alex has got for us. So last week we had a very interesting matchup. Maybe not the most interesting game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we had the Macrocosmos kind of Professor of Alchemy, Homunculus Token beatdown deck versus your Spirit of the Pharaoh kind of OTK combo deck. And seeing Spirit of the Pharaoh do literally anything is always really fun because that card is shit and has never done anything in the history of the game. So being able to see a skill card make it playable is really, really fun. I think that's really what Speed Duels are all about. It's about taking those anime slash like cool boss monsters that have never done anything because they're like too hard to use or they're too hard to summon, and then doing really cool shit with them. Saying that, this week, this is our second to last week of this, and then Speed will be gone forever until a new set comes out. But we will have a little bit of a hiatus while we wait for that to come out, which will be cool. But yeah, so second to last episode. So we got this, and then the final skill we'll be bringing. So hope you've picked something exciting.
Yeah, I'll have to make it a good one.
So for this week, I'm bringing a skill which I think is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I feel like I've left some of my less exciting skills, like for the finale. They're skills that I looked at in a vacuum and went, oh, that could be cool. And then like you look at the pool of cards we have available and go, oh, maybe there's not a lot I can do with this. Like I think one of the skills I have is it's called like Ultimate Tactician or something. and it's a reptile skill. And I was like, oh, I like reptile cards. And I like looked through the reptile pool for Speed Duel, and I was like, there's not a lot here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this if I bring this. So I'm a little bit on the fence of what I'm going to bring in the last week. But for this week, I brought a deck which I think is pretty cool. Hopefully, it will get to show off what it can do. And I hope that you're in a similar boat where you brought something which we'll actually get to see the skill come off.
Yeah.
Okay, so shall we just fire at him?
Let's go.
Wow. Ah.
Oh.
Am I going first?
You are indeed.
Alright, let's see what we draw. Alright, so you are using Adrian Gecko. Oh, we on Cloudians is my man.
Start of the duel. It's fog warning.
So each time you place a fog counter on a monster, give it an additional fog counter. So my man is actually on Cloudians, the mad lad. I don't know a ton about Cloudians. I think if they're in defense mode, they kill themselves, and they can't be destroyed while in attack mode, and they stack counters, and then they do stuff with counters. That is the extent. I think I've tried to play them like as a kid and went, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, I hear they weren't very good in TCG.
Yeah, they were. It doesn't help as well. They came out around the time like Gladiator Beasts and Dark Armed Dragon and Lightsworn all came out, which were very, very powerful archetypes. So yeah, it's a bit of an uphill struggle for them. As for me, I'm on a Ubel skill.
Okay.
So I guess we'll show what that is at some point. So we'll go standby main. I'm going to go ahead and activate Future Fusion. So, during the first standby phase after this card's activation, I can show you a fusion monster from my extra deck and send the fusion materials listed on it from the main deck to the graveyard. During my second standby phase after this card's activation, I can fusion summon the fusion monster. So, right now this card does nothing. Unfortunately, in its pre-errated form, I would get to show you the fusion monster right now and bin everything. But for now, this is just going to sit here. Then
Overload Fusion.
Oh, you know,
deck into the graveyard.
we'll have to see what I pull out. Am I summoning this? Yes, I'm going to then normal summon Twin Barrel Dragon, the Rush Duel special. Unfortunately, you have nothing I can actually target right now. So his effect isn't going to do anything, he's just a 1700 guy. And then I'm going to have to just pass the turn.
Okay.
Come at me, Cloud Boy.
Yeah, I'm going to normal summon Cloudian Stereo Stratus.
Okay.
And he gets 2 4 counters.
So, if this card is to destroy it, if this card is normal summon, place 2 4 counters on it because of your skill. For each cloudy monster on your field, you can remove 2 4 counters from this card, target 1 monster on the field and destroy it. So right now you can just pop Twin if you want.
Yep.
That's not a quick effect. Goodbye, Twin.
That? Yes, we'll set this. Go to battle.
Okay.
We'll take for 900.
I'll take 900.
And end.
Right, draw. Standby main. Alright, are you ready to be... Well, I guess we're in standby at the moment. To be revealed. I reveal Chimera Tech Overdragon.
Oh boy.
And from my deck, I will send Cyber Dragon. I'm going to send Blowback Dragon. I'm going to send Twin Barrel Dragon. I'm going to send Koichi. I'm going to send DD Scout Plane. Send Cyber Dragon. I'm going to send DD Scout Plane. I'm going to send Jinzo. I'm going to send Mechanical Chaser. I'm going to send Cyber Dragon. Guess we'll send, Mixeroid. The Koichi. Blowback Dragon. That's enough.
Oh, that's great.
Alright, then we'll get a main phase. Okay, where do we go now? That is the big question. I will start by activating Galaxy Cyclone, and I'll target this card.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. Then, I'm going to activate my skill, Dark Creation. So once per duel, during my main phase, if I have 5 or more dark monsters in my graveyard with different names and control no monsters, I can special summon a dark monster from my graveyard, and then... Sorry, I can banish a dark monster from my graveyard, then special summon a dark monster from my graveyard.
Oh.
So, I'm going to banish my DD Scout Plane, and I'm going to special summon Jinzo. So, the next part of the master plan is I'm going to go ahead and activate Mixeroid. So I'm sure you remember what Mixeroid does. I can banish it, and any other number of machine monsters from my graveyard. So I have to half my life points as well. So, oh god, that's 1550. And then banish this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 what I want. I'll have a peek. This is a level 8. 2 more. Get rid of this, and we'll get rid of this. Then I will summon out. Wait, is there any reason to summon out this one? Your guy's in attack mode, right? So yeah, it doesn't make any difference. I'm gonna banish the extra 2 then. What? Wow, so I banished 10 monsters to summon out everyone's favorite big mech daddy.
Ooh.
I guess I'll do this because I have it. Let's see what happens. I know I literally know I have no monsters left in my deck, so goodbye all of these cards. Oh, it goes to the graveyard. Never mind, it doesn't really matter. Right, we'll go to the battle phase. I will attempt to attack into your monster.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate offerings.
Oh, we lost the 50-50. Okay, so he goes to grave. And then you will lose...
Untick auto draw.
15?
Yep.
And then I end.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna activate Cloudian Aerosol.
Okay.
Discard Serious Stress.
Mm-hmm.
Place full count is equal to the target's level, which is 4, so I'll get 5.
Okay.
Get rid of 2. And we'll go to battle. Swing for 900.
I will activate Wabaku.
Ooh.
I will take no damage.
And
Alright, draw. So, standby phase, Future Fusion activates, and from my fusion deck comes out Chimera Tech, which triggers Chimera Tech's ability, destroying all cards on my field other than Chimera Tech, which triggers Future Fusion's ability, which destroys Chimera Tech Overdragon.
I love it.
2, 3, 4, 5. Now, does he have to send himself is the question. Including. Okay, so how many did I get rid of last time? Because this actually does matter. This should be in the graveyard, so we'll just move them there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so I should have one more card in grave. We'll put that back. That's very important, because otherwise I might not be able to make a play. I also should have been forced to summon out my DD Scout Planes, but that's fine. Accepted game state. They're just gone. So how many do I have in graveyard right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which means I can use Mixeroid to summon a level 7, which means I cannot summon Jumbo Drill.
Look how goofy the Cloudians look.
The Cloudians aesthetically look really cool, I think. I will use the effect of Mixeroid. So I banish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then from my... oh, I don't want to show you my extra. I will summon everyone's favourite Roid monster. Necroid Shaman! Alright, so when this card is summoned, I can target one... does this count as a fusion summon before I do that? I'm pretty sure it does. I just want to double check, make sure I'm not breaking any rules. There's something from your extra deck. Oh, ignoring summoning conditions. Okay, that's fine then. Alright, so Necroid Shaman's effect. I can target one monster my opponent controls, destroy the target. Then I can special summon one monster from my opponent's graveyard to their side of the field. Because I am doing the special summon, I decide which monster and I decide what battle position it comes out in. So I'm going to destroy your Cloud. And then I'm going to summon one of your Clouds, and there's 2 in there. But I'm going to summon it out in defense mode, which will instantly kill it. Then I'll set. This is all the main phase. We'll go battle phase, and then I can attack for 19. And then I end. If you... this is the best I've got. But if you out this monster, I don't have any more monsters. I think I physically cannot kill you if this guy dies.
Well, so I'm going to activate the other effect of Claudian Aerosol.
Which one's Aerosol?
Banish it.
Banish card and 1 Cloudian monster from your graveyard. Special summon a Cloudian monster from your deck. Okay.
Banish. From my deck. Cloudian Eye of the Typhoon.
This card declares an attack, change the battle positions of all face monsters except Cloudian monsters. Okay.
Go battle, Ashwing.
Widespread ruin!
Damn it.
Now it comes down to what your back row is. Start turn, stand by main. The problem... What do I do here? If I attack, and that is anything, I just lose. And I know you're playing Widespread Ruins. But if it's a bluff, then I could throw by not attacking. I don't know what to do. I'm going to set a back row, and I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass.
Okay.
Alright, draw for turn. Stand by main. I'm going to pass again.
Normal summon. Cloudian Acid Cloud.
Okay, so it cannot be... It's normal summon, place 2/4 counters on it. 2/4 counters, destroy spell trap. Okay. You've destroyed Future Fusion.
Cool. I'm going to end.
Draw for turn. Oh, stand by main. Gonna set a back row and pass.
I'm going to Tribute Summon.
Okay.
Where... For Nimbus Man.
Tribute any number of water monsters for the troops on this card. Place 1 fog counter on it for each. And it gains 500 attack for each. It gives it a 2000 attacker.
Mm-hmm. Attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is straight game. This is what I was waiting for. I'm going to see what it was. Go, Galaxy Cyclone. Yes, I did the right thing. Okay, I can at least go into the next game knowing I played correctly. Yeah, we'll pass to you, let you have your victory lap. Ow. 2000. Oh man, I lost that 50-50 on the Galaxy Cyclone on the back row, but I don't know what I'm going to side deck into. What do you side deck against Cloudians? All right, let's go on to game 2.
A trap card I don't think either of us used in fucking months. Windstorm.
I'm gonna go first. I
Ooh.
think I want first with this deck. I've changed my mind. I want second. Alright, we will set, and pass the turn.
Okay. Oh, that's a bad draw. Normal summon Acid Cloud.
Yes, normal summon is fine.
Let's see. I will activate its effect.
Okay.
2. Like this.
I will chain Wabaku.
Okay. Activate Aerosol.
Yep.
Discard Nimbus Man. Acid Cloud gets 5.
Okay.
Take off another 2.
Well, unfortunately, you're going to get my widespread.
Another 2.
And this one doesn't matter as much, it's Lost Wind.
The battle. Wing Direct.
I'll take 0 because of Wabaku.
Yep.
Draw, stand by main. Alright, let's summon out Twin Barrel Dragon. I'll target your monster. Let's see what happens. Heads. Fuck. Battle phase. Attack. You'll lose 12. And then I'll pass.
Serious Stratus.
Okay.
Put on to take off to through your twin barrel. Attack directly with 500.
Take the 14.
Yep.
Alright, draw for turn. Stand by main. Well, I guess I'm going to set a monster and pass the turn. Unfortunately, we are not drawing what we need.
Serious Stratus.
Top deck that as well.
Destroy your monster. And then swing.
That's 24. Oh, I'm getting sacked so hard right now. Yeah, I think that's it. Got nothing. Yeah, I think you literally just got so unbelievably lucky there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. That game was not even a real game. That was just you got so unbelievably lucky, which is a bit of a shame, really, because it would be nice to show off what this deck can do. I don't think it's worth a game.
You don't want to do a third?
Nah, it's not worth it. I got to show off what my deck could do. You got to show off what your deck could do. I don't think there's really much to be gained from another game. Yeah, so the reason this deck wants to go first is just because if you activate Future Fusion, you want it to... no, don't go face down. Go to hand. Go on then. Yeah, if you get out the Future Fusion, you have to wait a turn, right? So I want to go first, draw into my 3 copies of Future Fusion, use the effect, dump everything to the graveyard. So yeah, I think it wouldn't have mattered too much here because you opened Acid Cloud, and Acid Cloud is just a really good out to Future Fusion, which is kind of like, ironically, you've accidentally played a deck which is pretty good into my deck, even though game 1, game 1, it basically was just the 50-50 on whether or not I hit Offerings to the Doomed. If I had hit that, the game was just over. You were just dead. And then this game, it felt a lot more like there was nothing I could really do, realistically, unfortunately. And especially when you top deck that second Serious Stratus, that was the nail in the coffin. Because like I had the 2200 Defender, which you wouldn't have been able to get over. So it was like, you know, that buys me at least a little bit of time. And then ironically, the next draw was Jinzo. So, you know, it would have been Tribute out into Jinzo. Not necessarily off to the races, but, you know, it becomes a lot more difficult for you to be able to act. And then if I buy a little bit of time, I can get enough cards in the graveyard to then do a fusion summon. And, you know, even if you summon out, like, your Eye of the Typhoon, I can just bring out, like, Necro Shaman and get rid of it. And because of the exact deck that you're on, Necro Shaman just reads kill a card on the field, which is quite nice. But yeah, that was an interesting one. I didn't expect the Cloudians to do particularly well, but yeah, having they're kind of just wimpy monsters that have control effects, right? Just pop spells, pop traps. Yeah, it's decent enough in speed.
Yeah, the Fog Warning is definitely the MVP for this deck. Just being able to drop it and immediately use the effect.
Yeah, because obviously, you know, without that Fog Warning, these cards are all completely useless, right? Summon out a 500 guy that doesn't do anything, and then summon out a 900 guy that doesn't do anything. And then if they both stick around and you still have life points left, you can then start using their effects. Oh, but yeah, GG, buddy.
GG.